things to random people at random times throughout the cruise. Don't come and ask for it, it won't happen to you. And it definitely will not happen if you're sitting in your cabin watching TV. So make sure you're up and about making friends at every opportunity. Now, let me introduce a very funny man to the stage. He's from the South. He's from New Orleans, Louisiana. He tours many comedy clubs and he's on Carnival Fun Ships. We're very, very happy to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the presidential candidate that you never saw on TV. Give it up for Russ Nagel.
Thank you very much. How about a nice hand for your musical director? That's Jonathan Crespo and the Elation Showman. And ladies and gentlemen, one more time for my best friend, Stuart. Give him a nice round of applause. That's a big old dude, eh? I was in the gym this morning. He walked in. He goes, "Can you spot me?" I spotted you from the pier. Hey, thanks for coming out, man. The Welcome Aboard show. We all, like I said, we like to have fun here on the Elation. You want to have some fun with me? I always like the beginning of a cruise because we can go up top in the morning. You can always spot the first-time cruisers. They'll be the ones on the 10th deck walking like this. There, just. Right behind them, there's a drunk guy going, "This is the best cruise I've ever been on." It's nice to be here. I got into San Diego. I drove in from New Orleans. I don't like to fly. Flying scares me to death. You have engines falling off of planes and pilots drinking. About 20 years ago, you had a roof come off an airplane. Do you remember that, sir? Yeah, just play along. This will go a lot faster. I have a friend of mine that knows I don't like to fly, tried to convince me with this. He said, "More people are killed in automobile accidents than there are in plane crashes." Have you ever heard that? Yeah. Well, that may be true. I ain't never fell 30,000 feet out of my Buick. And that's another thing. When I'm flying, why do they have to tell me how high I am? We'll be cruising at an altitude of 32,000 feet. Well, I really don't care. As long as we clear the obstacles on the ground is what I care about. That's like being on this ship. I don't care how deep the water is, as long as we stay on top. In the event of a water evacuation, your seat cushion will turn into a flotation device. Why doesn't the plane just turn into a boat? How about that? My seat's going to float. I figure dead bodies float. I'll just grab a fat guy and ride him like a lazy boy. Going to Cabo. This is my third time to San Diego, my third time to drive out there on the I-5. I pretty much have 6 lives left at this point. Man, you people see a Louisiana license plate, y'all are like, merge. I don't know what the speed limit is on I-5. I'm doing 80. You people are flying by me. Like I'm sitting still, the California Highway Patrol pulled me. He said, "You know why I stopped you?" "Well, you couldn't catch anybody else." You know, folks, and I like the police. A lot of comics talk about them. I think they do a fine job. One of my favorite shows is Cops. Comes on Saturday nights on the Fox Network. Y'all familiar with that show? You look like you've been on that show. Take off your shirt and start running. Let everybody recognize you. They were filming it live last week in my hometown. I was watching it. All of a sudden, my front door got kicked in. All I saw was the back of my head on my TV. I know that dude. What you gonna do when they come for you? I'll run like hell. Not that I would have to. Have y'all seen some of those cops that they have on this show? I'm not saying these boys are out of shape. But if you're on a foot chase and the cameraman passes you, to jump up on the Nordic track, my friend. Drop that donut and jog. Roll the donut and chase it. Try some typo. You know, actually, I bought that typo tape. Did anybody buy that? Yeah. Here's a tip for you. Don't try it on the street without music because you'll get your butt kicked. So I get to the ship today, like you guys. I got in a little little late. Normally I get a passenger cabin. I guess we were overbooked, so now I'm down